Small or young trees of useful species were constructed across the roads, field bunds and nalas. Contour trenches at 10 meters intervals with a 0.3 meters height of bunds were laid out. Plantation of custard apple along with other useful species and Gliricidia saplings on bunds was undertaken by farmers. Total 2,500 teak plants and fruit trees were planted. Attempt the following questions to check your understanding. According to survey conducted in the year 2004, total amount of water available in Andhra Pradesh is 3,814,000 million cubic feet (TMC), of which total amount of 2,300 TMC of water is utilized. Out of this, 2,268 TMC is used for irrigation, 21 TMC is used for domestic purposes, 10 TMC is used for industries, 1 TMC is used for generation of power. Based on this survey, by 2025, we can estimate that the amount of water required for utilization will be 3,989 TMC, out of which 3,814 TMC will be used for irrigation, 122 TMC will be used for domestic purposes, 51 TMC will be used for industries, 2 TMC will be used for generation of power. Now, let us learn the source of irrigation water in Andhra Pradesh. From the survey, we have observed that major amount of water is consumed by the irrigation of cultivated lands. In spite of major rivers like Godavari and Krishna, groundwater plays an important role for irrigation. But nowadays, groundwater resources are getting depleted at a fast rate, and also River Godavari is unable to provide water for the projects like Sri Ram Sagar project, which is located in Andhra Pradesh, because of usage of more water by some other states. It is easy to think that water is a renewable source, but we must also know what limitless exploitation of a resource can lead to. According to United Nations Development Programme, water resource in an area where water supply drops below 1700 cubic meter per person is becoming scarce. The Food and Agricultural Organization of United Nations has predicted that by 2025, a total of 1.8 billion people who are living in countries or regions will absolutely suffer from water scarcity. Attempt the following questions to check your understanding. The natural resources that are present on the earth around us include air, water, soil, minerals, plants, animals, and fuels. The term conservation leads to the practice of caring these natural resources so that all living things can benefit from them now and in the future. All the things that are necessary for our survival like food, air, water, shelter comes from natural resources. Natural resources are categorized into two groups. They are renewable resources, non-renewable resources. Renewable resource. Renewable or infinite energy resources are the sources of power that can quickly replenish by themselves and can be used again and again. Example: plants, animals, water, solar energy, wind power, water power, tidal streams, thermal power, geothermal. Non-renewable resources. A non-renewable resource or finite energy resource are the resources that does not renew itself, and once they are used up, they are never used again. That is, they are forever gone up. The supply of these renewable resources comes from the earth itself, and it generally takes some millions of years to develop. Examples: fossil fuels, coal, crude oil or petroleum, natural gas, Nuclear fuels. People often affect the natural resources by hunting the animals, clearing and burning the forests, exposing land to the wind, damaging the water, exhausting the fertile soil, depletion of fuel supplies, polluting the water and air. In many regions of the world, usage of water is restricted. For example, in Australia, in response to chronic shortage due to drought, restrictions of water are imposed on activities such as watering lawns by using sprinkler systems, washing vehicles, using hose pipes to clean paved areas, refilling swimming pools. From the past 2 centuries, the population of human beings has grown extremely. The use of natural resources are increasing day by day because of billions of people are eating food, building houses, producing goods, burning fuel for the purpose of transportation and electricity. As our life depends upon these natural resources, we must use them carefully. But some situations may occur where there exists a conflict between the conservation of natural resources and other needs. For example, for some people, a forest area may be a good place to put a farm. Some others want to build a timber company to harvest the area's trees for construction materials. Few others may want to build a factory or shopping mall on the land. All these materials are important for us, but sometimes the plants and animals that live in that particular area are forgotten. The advantages of development need to be weighed against the harm to the animals that are forced to find new habitats, the depletion of resources we may need in the future, or damage to the resources we use today. Development that meets the needs of the present without compromising the ability of future generations to meet their own needs is termed as sustainable development. Sustainable development encourages the idea that the social, environmental, and economic progress are all manageable within the limits of our Earth's natural resources.